All right, y'all. So we have reached the pinnacle of gaming, the absolute pinnacle of gaming. And by that, I just mean that we built a duo Celio weapon, and this baby is hot cheeks. This baby is delicious. This baby is good loud, and we maxed it out and everything, y'all. Before we dive in, though, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Helps out tremendously. So after spending some time grinding and whatnot inside of Meteor Outer Area, hopefully you have been keeping track of my most recent videos, give you the pros, the tips, the dips, the flips, the stips. So hopefully you get some hula hoops on your hips to get you really going in there, to get all of your goodies to build your new Celio weapon. But anyways, after we did that, we built our first Celio weapon. And we went in. We got pretty lucky, actually. So as you can see here, at this beautiful, delicious weapon right here. Chef's kiss. So, of course, we had a CV. And I know some of y'all might be like, well, hold up. That's Gunner. That's Gunner. What, Spike, do you play Gunner? I mean, most of y'all actually know I play Gunner. But a lot of y'all, understandably, if you've been in my stream or my channel recently over the last several months, you probably haven't seen me on Gunner, but I am technically a Gunner main. It's just that I play every other class and I play them very efficiently, so you would think that they're all my mains. But I'm technically, my Gunner always gets the best treatment. Like, my Gunner always gets equipped the most, and then all the other weapons aren't nearly as equipped. But of course my units are equipped. But yeah, just so you know, I am technically speaking a twin machine gun main. But nonetheless, as you can see here, we have this Fatal 5 on this baby. We actually do. I just realized that I looked back over the VOD because we did this on stream. I looked back over the VOD, and we actually landed every single one of them. we landed. Well, we used of course, you have that preset one to make it nice and easy. And we're going to discuss all this, by the way. We're going to discuss like how we're going to discuss. There's a few things that you need to know about the Duo Celio, and so we'll discuss that. But we used the at preset skill 1 to get the level 1, and then I think we use a substitute because like we have one that we got for free a while back or something like that. So I use that for 1 and 2, I think, and then we just level it just straight, and we use the 20% boosters for from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, and they stuck both times on 20%. So that was pretty nice. That was very welcome. And then we had a 100% that we used from 4 to 5. We actually had a Zelio 4 drop from Meteor Outer Areas earlier in that stream. We didn't have before. We didn't have a Zelio 4. So we actually got one dropped while we were out in Meteor Outer Areas. So it was like perfect. It was like fate was telling me. And this is right after I had to put this last Grand Dread Keeper on this weapon because it didn't have this, and I fell like 5 or 6 times in a row. I ended up washing through like half of my arc protects, which was very unfortunate. So I think that was a game being like, okay, well, we just shafted you out of your arc protects on this Grand Dread Keeper too. So let's go ahead and just kind of smooth this process for you on the fixes. So I do appreciate that. And so we were able to get this baby to level 5. Fix the Fatal 5. Now I have to go and level up all my other weapons because, like I said, I do play like I play many different classes, like actually play. I have geared weapons for geared aerodyms and stuff like that for all my other classes, you know, with fix of 5s and whatnot. So I have to go back and start to work on that now. So things that you should know about the Duo Celio series is that it kind of all comes around the Zelio series. And so by that manner, I'm saying that you can also multi-weapon the Duo Celio with Zelio weapons. That's how I have this multi-weapon with a rifle, which is actually I'm probably gonna end up changing, but that's why. So you're able to do that. You do not need, let me repeat, let me say this very clear. You do not need another Duo Celio. You not to go and drop all those materials for another Duo Celio to multi-weapon onto your Duo Celio. You can use it works like the Neos Astron series. Remember how the Neos Astron and the Neos Justatine could be multi-weapon, right? I think it could, yeah, multi-weapon, right? Was it multi-weapon or was it just used for like enhancements? Whatever. There was some sort of semblance between them. But either way, these can be used in that manner as well. So you can use a Zelio weapon. You just build one duo, and then you want a multi-weapon. So say you're a ranger. So you can build a rifle, and you can use a Zelio launcher as a multi-weapon, and it will multi-weapon onto this. So you don't have to worry about building two. Do not build two if you're trying to multi-weapon them. Or build two if you're actually trying to build two. But if you're looking for a multi-weapon, just plop it on there with the Zelio. Plain and simple. And so in regards, if you're wondering if the Duo Celio is better than the Wingard, obviously, yes, we already know that it is. I'm not really going to like cover this, like really get into this, because we all know that it is. It is definitely better than the Wingard, no question about that. Of course, though, if you have a Wingard and a high fixa, then of course, if you want to take your time on it, then by all means, you know, because it's still a very powerful weapon. The difference isn't like two in great, but it's still noticeably great over the Wingard, hands down. And the potential on this baby reads as so: potency plus 43%, increase photon blast dodge plus 10% when attacking. Store up 3 charges when you successfully nullify an attack with a sidestep or a weapon action. Spend all charges when activating Photon Blast to produce the following effects. People consumption reduced for a minute and a half, 90 seconds. Effects are enhanced depending on the number of charges. This is a very good potential. Extremely good potential, and it really enhances your gameplay. Of course, Wingard has a great potential too because it adds the little marking on the boss, which increases your damage to that mob. So that's pretty good as well. It's also very nice if you already have. I always like it when new weapons come out because you have people using some of the newer series and some of the older series. Like this was really great also when we had like people that were still kind of using Flugel guards and then like some people were using wing guards. Like this is, like I said, the last time you really saw this was during one of these events where there were I think it was in Redham when we had the last Redham veteran one. That was right around the time when there were a few wing guards there, but like there were still a lot of people using Flugel guards. And so it was really nice because you were getting both. You were getting this triple stack from Flugel guards, and then you were getting the stack from wing guards, and so it was just really great. And so I always like it when new weapons come out and you get to experience, you know, having these people on different series, and you're kind of getting the benefits of both, and it really just kind of allows it's like shebang, shebang, shebang. But nonetheless, I did just want to kind of come in here and let y'all know those things about Duo Celio. Duo Celio is a great weapon, and the key important thing there is that you can use Zelio in that regard. And if you need a reminder on how to make Duo Celio weapons, remember, it's not at the Item Lab Enhancement Tech. It's at the Item Trader. So you want to go over here to the Item Trader down here, and then you want to go to the Equipment Upgrade Augment Transfer here. And then this is where you will find this, and you will find all the materials here. I'm sure you've already seen this, but I just want to make it clear for those who, so that way there's no questions, right? So that way you clearly understand what you need to be doing here, and this is how you're going to get this, okay? So you'll go to that, and then, you know, you'll have whatever you have on the Zelio that you already have built. So if this Zelio right here was, you know, level, it was max level, it had, you know, Fatale 5, it had all the augments, it all gets transferred over. So you're not losing anything. You don't need to be like, oh, well, should I just do this and then build the Duo Celio? You can fully build your Zelio and then use the system, and all of it will get transferred over. So that's how you should do it. Quite frankly, just get your building out the way with Zelio, get your fix enhancements out the way with Zelio in that regard. You know, before you switch it over, it just makes it easier to do it that way. It makes it make more sense to do it that way. So that's how you're going to do that. Of course, I talk about in my previous videos with the materials, so the Progre grinder and the Evoluvolt, about how to get those, and looking towards in the future how those are going to be accessible and how much those are going to be impacted. Of course, these grinders are more than likely going to be used for the armors units as well, the Progre grinders, so do expect that. I fully expect that for them to be used there as well. We're going to be getting some combat sectors where these are going to be accessible and whatnot. Like I said, that's in the most recent previous video that we released as well, giving you some know-how and some knowledge on that. But either way, hopefully this helps, and get your Duo Celio on. Look at that, baby. I mean, that's just so delicious. Dude, I've just been running DFD just crazy and stuff, just cause, like I said, I enjoy the fight. I very much enjoy the fight. So like once we built these, sometimes I'll just be doing stuff around, and then I'll be like, hey, let me go run a DFD. And I'll go run a DFD. And I'll go do something else. And I'll be like, let me go run a DFD, because it's just fun. Just fun, just pure fun. Just pure enjoyment. So, but anyways, be sure to like and subscribe, y'all. Hopefully this kind of gives some help, some explanation, gives you some motivation to gear up and get a Duo Celio machine gun. You know what I'm saying? Hey, oh, and of course, as you can see, this for I guess I didn't clarify this, but obviously the CV carries over. So if you have a color variant Xilio, then that carries over to the Duo Celio. Because some of y'all might be wondering, how'd you get the CV? I don't think I really clarified that. That's how. So if you have a CV Xilio, once you transfer it using the system I just showed you, it transfers over a CV. However, the CV is different there if you didn't notice that. On the Xilio, it's black and gray, whereas on the Duo Celio, it's gray and like a navy blue. So keep that in mind. Be sure to like, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Much love. Holla. Spike content.